Marina, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Welcome to XFM.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much for coming on the show tonight. Are you bored of talking about yourself yet? Because I can imagine this week has been a lot of interviews and promo and press. It's the week of the release of your debut album, you know.
It's okay. It's only when they ask you to do like 8-hour promo days, but this week hasn't been too bad.
Right.
It obviously does, get a bit self-indulgent.
You're looking very well. Because haven't you been poorly this week? Have you been feeling a bit dodgy? What's up? What's been going on?
I've had a cold, common cold.
So this week, right, the Family Jewels is out this week. Your debut record. Has it been more exciting or more stressful? How have you found the whole experience?
Definitely more exciting. I feel like it's hard work, but I've been waiting for 5 years, so I'm not going to complain about anything. And it's been quite a slow rise over a year and a half, so it all feels alright, and I'm so happy that people like it and that people are buying it. So.
Yeah, it's a brilliant record. We're going to talk more about the album in a minute. You were at the Enemy Awards a few nights ago.
Yeah.
Are you happy, comfortable in that kind of smelly, sweaty indie rock and roll environment?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Are you more like a Brit Awards girl than an Enemy Awards girl?
Oh, well, I had a lot more fun at the Enemy Awards.
Did you?
Oh, I was really wasted.
Really?
Actually, Enemy Awards were probably a little bit better because it's a bit more relaxed and they supply you with Jack Daniels on your table, and the Brits did not do that, so I have to go with Enemy.
You got up on stage and I haven't seen. Has it been on the telly yet? You got up on stage and did a thing with Biffy.
It's on tonight at 9 o'clock on Channel 4.
Oh, that's probably when this is going out. So.
Yeah.
You were on stage with Biffy. So how many JDs had you downed at that point? Were you sort of playing it safe?
None, because I hadn't lost my voice, but it wasn't very good because of the cold. And then, as soon as I got off, I was on it.
Right,
I was like, well, give me my double whiskey now.
So do you have Biffy? You did Many of Horror with them, right?
Yes, I did.
Did it go alright?
Yeah, they're really good guys, as I'm sure everyone knows. Simon's brilliant as well. So.
And who else did you bump into? Much Courtney Love?
Yes, she gave me a big kiss on the cheek and said she loves Hollywood.
Oh.
Saw Lily, saw Muse, didn't meet them though. There were loads of people there actually.
Mm.
It was really good.
So you're midweeking the album, everybody. We've been talking about this the last few days, midweeking number 2. Is that right?
Really?
Is that not right?
I think it's number 5 and it's 2 on iTunes.
Right, number 2 on iTunes.
Yeah,
okay.
which is what I look at every day.
Okay, it's midweeking number 2 on iTunes, just behind Glee.
Yeah.
Is that right? It's going to be amazing. Obviously, it's going to be top 5, could be higher than that. It's going to be an amazing, whatever happens, it's a great result, right?
Yeah, I don't think this is like, well, I would like to think that, throughout the year it could go up, down.
One of those albums that, because I think there's enough big singles on that record still to come, that, as you say, it's just going to sort of go up rather than just top 5 and then shoot down the charts. I
would hope, but I haven't got any control.
Let's play Hollywood. Actually, before we do, let's just talk about it because we played it so much on XFM over the last few weeks. It is the first great pop song of the decade, of the new decade, of the teens, of the tens. Tell us about this song. Did it go through a lot of evolutions in the studio and stuff? Because it's a well-produced song. It's like the most out-and-out sort of poppy song on the record, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's true. And the weird thing is that I wrote it over 2 years ago before I was signed. Basically, when I was the antithesis of an American dream. I was like broke, depressed, ugly, gross, sitting in my bedroom.
When was this? I can't imagine this. How long ago was this?
Like 2.5 years ago. Right. And so it's weird how I've probably evolved into a less poppy style of writing than before. But production-wise, I really wanted it to be like bursting sunlight rainbows on the chorus. Yeah. So I got Biff to do it.
It's the mother of all choruses. It's the chorus of the century.
Thank you.
Okay, Marina on XFM, this is Hollywood. Alright, Kids in Glass Houses, that's the brand new single, Matters at All. We're joined through the course of the show tonight by Marina from Marina and the Diamonds. Can you just do your surname for me, because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it.
Diamandis.
Diamandis, that's the Greek half of your heritage coming out. Marina's half Welsh, half Greek. We want to do a bit of a sort of getting to know you section of the interview, if that's okay.
Okay.
This will be the fun bit. So, how much of this is true? You dropped out of uni?
Yeah, 4 times.
4 times?
That's quite
How did you drop out of uni 4 times? How does that work?
I just kept on going back for more. Actually, I had nothing else to do with my life and everyone thought I was never gonna make it. And so I would go back into uni to get a student loan so I wouldn't have to waitress and I could just songwrite of my own accord and do it when I wanted. So it worked out pretty well for me, but...
What, did you come back, keep going back doing the same subject or different subjects?
Different
what
subjects. Like I went to a dance school, went to vocal school, studied music composition at uni, and music culture, which was a bit of a fluffy course. I just went in on the last day of clearing.
You seem like the kind of girl who should have gone to the Brit School of Performing Arts.
Oh, of course.
You did go.
No, I absolutely didn't.
Right, okay.
They would never let me in.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
Because I was rubbish, and I couldn't sing to save my life. I was so nervous about singing in public until I was 22, I think, 21, 22. So, in the beginning, I definitely wouldn't have been accepted. And
is this a Wikipedia bit of nonsense, or did you once audition for Lion King?
Yes, I did.
Oh, and how close did you get to getting there?
Not even on the stage.
How come nobody recognised your talent back in the day?
Because I wasn't trained in ballet. Were
you rubbish and you got better, or was it just no one sort of saw the spark?
No, I was rubbish and I got better.
Right. Through sheer hard work.
Yeah, and ambition.
And ambition. You see, you're quite an ambitious girl, aren't you?
Yeah, so I think a lot of the albums centred on that.
Yeah. Right, here we go then. Did you have a nice Valentine's Day this year?
Yeah, it was the first night of my tour. Wasn't particularly romantic.
Are you coupled up right now?
No.
No, right, okay. So it's quite boring Valentine's Day then, really.
Yeah.
Did you get many cards?
I got 2 roses from some fans.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So what I'd like to ask you about on a kind of Valentine's tip is what kind of date you'd be, or what kind of a weekend away.
Actually, I'm quite an easy date in the respect that I don't like fancy restaurants where you have to act all kind of formal. That doesn't make me feel comfortable. So I actually like staying in and having a nice meal cooked for me, or going away to like somewhere in the country.
Are you good on a first date? Is there a lot of awkward silences?
Oh, I thrive off them.
Do you?
Yeah, I love an awkward silence.
Alright, so it's a weekend away. You started dating a fella. Here's your choices, okay? A saucy weekend in Brighton. A few days going loopers in Ibiza. Or a posh hotel in somewhere romantic and exotic in Europe, somewhere like Paris or Prague or etc.
Oh, I would have to actually go for the last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would.
Classy.
Yeah, I would.
So you like to be wined and dined a little?
A little. Well, compared to the other choices, I'm not much on Ibiza.
There's nothing wrong with a weekend in Brighton, you know.
Brighton would be alright, actually. Maybe I would go for Brighton.
Fish and chips by the pier.
Yeah.
You know, go on the old roller coaster thing.
Alright, I'll go to Brighton then.
We're going to play The Clash now. We're going to talk to Marina more in a bit. So that was the Arctic Monkeys and Mardi Bum. This is the Mighty XFM. I'm Steve Harris. Hello, good evening to you. We are joined by Marina from Marina and the Diamonds for the course of the show tonight, doing a bit of a takeover. Now, you said a lot when we had you on the phones a few weeks ago. You were saying about how you're not really, well, I don't know how to put this, but not really that much of a music fan. Like, you've never obsessively collected albums and records and stuff down the years. Is that right in saying that?
I'm definitely a fan of certain musicians, but it takes a lot for me to be like, wow. And it's kind of just because music was quite absent in my childhood and teenage years. I lived in a tiny village in Wales, and only really commercial stuff reached it because we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
You know, Wales does not have internet.
Where in Wales was it, by the way?
It was South Wales, near Abergavenny. Right. But like the village didn't even have a shop. So. Yeah. However, I really love kind of just quite DIY musicians. Like Daniel Johnston was probably my biggest influence.
Really?
Yeah, I really, really love him. And then Fiona Apple I really liked. PJ Harvey, Patti Smith, The Distillers. So I definitely go for more alternative artists that are darker, because that's what attracts me. I like lyrics that are about things that aren't pleasant. So
might have been quite good, like not being weighed down though by a whole load of influences. You know, kind of free to go in your own direction.
I think purity is a good thing.
Yeah.
In that respect.
And you like your girl muso heroes, don't you? Your Distillers and your PJ Harvey and stuff.
It's weird because all my kind of girl heroes are girls with scratchy voices and they play guitars, and so I obviously don't play guitar.
Do you not play guitar? Have you ever had a little go?
Nah, but I'd like to.
Would you?
Yeah, electric I would like to.
But yeah, Brody Darley, she's quite like heavy, quite rock, you know, punky and stuff.
Yeah.
You like that sort of stuff. Listening to that kind of thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love quite aggressive women like her. She's good.
Hey, we should do a little bit about the album, because seeing as that's why you're here.
Is it? I thought I was just here for a chat, Steve.
Well, that's the bit that I enjoy the most, but we should really do something about the music.
Alright.
Yeah, the family jewels. Because I'll be honest with you, I loved Hollywood so much, and it's I'm quite a sort of an indie boy, all about the guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't really usually fall in love with out and out pop songs like I did that. So when I put on the album, I thought, well, is it going to be full of like out and out pop? And it's not, like we've said before, it's not at all. Kind of quite a lot of levels to it, really. I suppose. I don't want to get into the whole influences thing, but I heard quite a lot of Regina Spektor, and so I know you always get the Kate Bush thing. I suppose it's hard to pigeonhole where the album comes from, but I mean, how would you sort of sum it up musically?
Well, I think that's what I like, because obviously no artist wants to be pigeonholed, but I don't like sticking to one genre, because I just think there are so many ways which you can write a song, and with the voice as well, it's such a diverse instrument, so I don't know what to call it. I guess you would say like experimental pop or alternative pop, because I definitely have pop elements here. I do love a big chorus, but that's just like naturally I write like that, and it doesn't mean that it's, you know, any its value is any less just because it's got a big chorus. So yeah, experimental pop, that's what I'd call it.
I read you're going to go away to where are you going to go away to do the next album? You're thinking about that already, going away to Greece or whatever? And
actually, yeah. I hate this whole second album idea. I almost don't want to do an album. I might just do a small release. I don't know. I'm just writing at the moment, not towards anything in particular, but we'll see.
Hey, what's going to come out after Hollywood? Because I'm thinking of what singles are. I mean, there's a lot of singles on there, but I know you released Obsessions, but come on, no one had really heard of you when Obsessions came out first time around. So that's a single, man. That's got to be a single.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the fans, their favourites are Robot and Obsessions, and Robot is next.
Robot's going to be the next one?
Yes, that will be in May.
See, I'm not, for once, I'm not blagging it. I really do know this album inside out.
Yeah, I can tell.
I've spent a lot of time with it over the last couple of weeks.
I'm glad.
And so I want to play now. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Thank you.
It's great to meet you at last. The opener on the album. Tell us a little bit about this if you can. Are you satisfied? Because I think it's a fantastic song. Could this be a single? No? Don't you think so?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I think it's too specific.
Oh, I like this one.
Really?
Oh, I like this one a lot. This is maybe my favourite one. Tell me about Are You Satisfied?
It's about feeling empty and never quite feeling content about it.
Yes, there's quite a lot of angst-ridden songs on this record.
Yeah, I think actually it's about proving yourself, because a lot of people tell you what to do a lot of the time, or they tell you what they think would be best for you, but only you really know at the end of the day. So here it is.
Here's a bit of Marina angst for you.
I hate you.
All right, thank you.